today is around ownership and specifically on-chain learning credentials. And why this is a big bet for us is that it solves a couple of problems. The first is verification of education credentials. Currently, it's very expensive. There's a lot of money and time wasted in this. And it's something that governments, we've learned, actually really care about because it impacts their economies. The more fake degrees out there, the more people there are getting jobs without actually having the qualifications to get those jobs. It impacts the economy, and they are actively trying to solve this problem. So our solution with blockchain technology providing these verifications, it's cheaper, faster, and better, saves governments a ton of money and a ton of time in actually verifying this as well. And that value can stay in the economy, and people hiring people will know that they've got the qualifications they're looking for. And then for students, what it solves is giving people an on-chain reputation. If you think that the future of finance is going to be crypto and blockchain based, having an on-chain reputation will be vital for unlocking financial opportunities in this ecosystem. So if we can give students on-chain reputation through educational credentials, they're going to get better access to this system. And then finally, the third part of our vision is to continue funding a portfolio of edtech companies and education dApp builders to help us come and build products and solve problems within this ecosystem as well. So the three key things. And yeah, I'm getting close to time. So I'll go to the next slide and just finish up with a final message about the incubator, I guess. I hope you guys already know this, but the incubator was set up so that we can support builders trying to innovate in education and trying to innovate within the blockchain space to gain traction on mainnet. So although we're talking about the incubator cohort coming to an end, really, I want this to be the start of our journey. And we can build a relationship around building traction for your dApps on EDU chain mainnet. So very excited to learn more about some of the products and what you guys have been cooking over the last 12 weeks and maybe even longer for some of you. And yeah, excited for the journey ahead.
Thank you so much, Jake, and maybe a second welcome as well. I did see that for some people it might have loaded a bit late. So just a second welcome to everyone that might have just tuned in here now for the EDU chain demo day, where we have 20 great projects that's going to pitch here today and share what they've been building on over the last 12 weeks of our incubator journey, and for many even longer than that, but very focused for the last 12 weeks. We will be super strict with time so that we can make sure that we get through all of the great projects ahead of us. But I just wanted to super quickly do a bit of a shout out. Even though I have been working behind the scenes, we definitely could have not done it with all our great mentors. They have been massively valuable, sharing all sorts of like insights, helping the builders fine tune all of the different things for their dApps. And that is what you will see the result of that collaboration today. We also had tons of great experts that shared insights from their different areas. The go-to-market strategies, tokenomics, and all sorts of different valuable things to help all of our great projects actually be able to succeed on mainnet, so we can have a great, thriving, sustainable ecosystem here, where because we do want to reimagine what education actually looks like on chain and bring it on chain, because we believe that that is the way to make it equal and accessible for everyone. So I'm just keeping track here of the time so that we will start at the exact time. I imagine the first builder might be a bit nervous, but just wanted to share for a bit context. So for everyone listening in, what will happen today is that we'll have 20 different dApps pitching. Each dApp will have a 5-minute time slot. We will have just a few stretch breaks, whereas 20 great projects are a lot to listen into. So there will be a few short breaks so you can, have a bio break, grab something to drink, maybe do a bit of a stretch. If you also signed up through Luma, you should be able to see all the different projects pitching today. If you didn't do that, please reach out to me. We'll be sharing the details as well, or reach out to someone else from our team, because we can definitely help create these connections with the projects. Okay, I imagine the first project here is eager to get on stage. When we start here in a couple of seconds, super excited to invite the first project on. They will have 5 minutes, and then we will take it from there for all the following projects. So super excited to have all of you with us here today, no matter where you're dialing in from in the world. Do a last share for this link here so we can get more people to listen in and cheer on the dApps. And then I just want to welcome our very first project. Super excited to have you, Mo. The stage is yours.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. I have to first start off by thanking Open Campus EduChain and the whole committee for really spending time with us. I know I'm keeping track of my time, so we're all good here. So I'm going to be presenting only founders. And this is something that's really personal, but it relates to everybody in the industry. And our tagline to start with it is really, the system wasn't built to empower, it was built to control. I've been in Web3 since 2020, and I've witnessed founders with game-changing ideas get rejected, not because they didn't have any real PMF, but because they didn't have the right connections. 90% of Web3 founders are locked out of early capital, while 220 billion market operates just at 7% efficiency. And these are verifiable numbers. That's when I realized that the problem wasn't that the founders or the investors. The problem was the system itself. It's a private club where your network mattered more than your work. Founders lose 35% of their equity to valuation manipulations, with an average of 112 days for a VC to make a decision, killing momentum for most critical stages. That's our solution. This is where we have built the Capital OS, or the operating solution. 3 interconnected components that creates a self-reinforcing flywheel. The Launchpad gives any founder of any stage permissionless access to capital, no gatekeepers, no private deals, just based on pure merit-based funding. Our Creditscope AI provides institutional-grade due diligence for everyone, turning every user from the founder to the investor's identity into verifiable execution, most valuable credential. And the Academy, which is powered on EduChain, is the missing bridge that transforms how capital flows to innovation. It's not just another educational platform, it's knowledge layer that triples founder success rates by teaching them not just how to build, but how to build trust at scale. When founders understand how to build verifiable traction and investors understand how to evaluate it, magic happens. Trust becomes scalable. The Academy is where real transformation happens, where founders excel to become better operators. Our flywheel and traction has been something really impressive that we are, I apologize, it just went a bit sly. Our system grows stronger and more valuable with every participant. This isn't just a platform. It's a flywheel that accelerates over time. Institutional access brings scale and liquidity. Transparent capital attracts more founders and investors. Proof of execution builds reputation and trust. And AI tools empower decision quality across the ecosystem. Our market opportunity is just over $1 trillion with an untapped potential. And our traction then has been quite impressive. So we've been building for just 2 years. We started as Founders Hub Network and then built out only founders. In the last 3 months, being part of the incubator, we've had 220 founders sign up, with 28,000 people signing up for the waitlist, which has been all organic and zero marketing spend. We've secured 90 Web3 partnerships across the board, from market makers, legal teams, LPs, angels, and syndicates, including ecosystems. And we have a list of 40 industry leaders who are actively contributing to our academy curriculum and mentorship. Our team, so this was, I think might be relevant. I'm a solo founder. I have over 2 decades of experience across traditional banking, sports, health and wellness, finance, with two exits, one recent one being my art gallery. We have a team of 4+ full stack developers with 2 new AI engineers that recently have joined our crew, and a stack board of advisors and backers as well. We make revenue through our Launchpad platform fee, looking at about 7.2 million in the first year and scaling that to 14.5 and hopefully getting to 45 million in year 3. Our tokenomics is quite generously designed to support early contributors and community. We're raising $888,000 with a 25% already committed. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for kicking us off here for tonight. We will jump straight to the next amazing project, but what a great start. Rari, I believe we have up next here. The stage is yours. Best of luck.
So welcome guys. Welcome to Rari, a one-stop solution for your survey and research needs. Here, welcome our team. This is me, Prithvish Chatterjee, and my co-founder Manjit Sharma. We have been building this together. Let's jump directly to the problem statement. So today's survey system is totally broken. The responses collected through forms are filled with spams. People create fake accounts, multiple accounts for reward farming if there are incentives. It takes months to collect real data. So why it matters? DAOs and Web3 startups rely on surveys for governance, rewards, insights, but the bad data destroys their trust. Our solution, a Web3 survey platform that turns responses into verified insights with built-in auto incentivization. Let's see how it works. And it is the first thing is we have to do an OCID login. Next, you can see fully customizable survey forms, which you can also set the token incentive amount and pull all the tokens in your escrow contract and just publish the forms. Later on, the AI analysis part, the forms will be already been checked by the AI agents and you can see the inference in the dashboard. So what are our use cases? It can be used in universities to collect survey responses, to take reviews of a particular event. It can be used in enterprises and startups to collect feedbacks for any updates. It can be also used in the public sectors, NGOs, etc. And the researcher can also have an on-chain proof of work of all their researches. Let's see how it works. We first have the OCID login. A surveyor or a researcher creates forms and specifies the incentive amount. Later on, the participants submit responses, and we have an AI agent which filters out the spam, and later the rewards are distributed via smart contract. And next, the surveyor or the researcher who creates the form can view their responses in the sleek dashboard. As you can see, this is the researcher interface and the participant interface. You can also check it out in veribee.pay. And these are our early traction. We have already onboarded 50 plus early researchers, and we have received 500 plus waited list, and 10 plus community collaborations have already been done. And yeah, we have also done some Twitter spaces with the OCI. Here comes our tokenomics. We only have this incentive layer, that is the respondents earn tokens for AI verified quality answers. Let's jump the business model. We have a 5% platform fee, which is applied directly to the transactions done on this platform. Either it might be tokens transfer or earning rewards. And we have a SaaS subscription of $29 per month, which offers advanced features. And we also have a token utility. That is, we will be launching a very big token, which facilitates bounty creation and offers staking. So these are our milestones which have already been accomplished. And this is the early roadmap. We will be live. We are live in September, and we will be collaborating with universities in the November, and we will be out for mainnet in January. You can see these are our the TAM, SAM, and SOM model. And here's Veribi is raising $250,000 and to scale the pilot campaigns and onboard universities. Out of that, 45% will be used for production and development, and 25% for marketing and partnership. 20% will be for community and operations, and the later 10% will be for incentives. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Verity. Great. And we are getting ready for the next project here. Huddle 01, are you ready to take the stage and present your Awesome. Best of luck. I'll leave the stage to you.
Yeah. Hey everyone, I am from Huddle One. So a bit about Huddle One, like what's the problem we are solving for? So Web3 communities right now lack any seamless communication tooling, and with edtech users or the people in the different parts of countries worldwide require a high bandwidth and have a high latency issues with their calls. So we are solving for a low latency plus low bandwidth communication where a user with low bandwidth can have access to all the information and become a part of different diversity programs and education platforms. So this is our target segments. So it is like Web3 communities and DAOs. Another is online educators, which do for their community sessions. Many protocol teams like to use Huddle One Meet for their cohort sessions, and some hackathons has also used in previously. This is our competitive landscape. So this is like Butter, Zoom, Discord, and Google Meet, but they lack Web3 native features as of now. And this is our market opportunity that we see. And this is possibly like 20 billion plus TAM and a SAM of 2 billion plus and SOM of $50 million. Pro next product, like product have Web3 native features like Web3 login, NFT avatars, token gating, low latency streaming, have option to have multi-streaming, like you can multi-stream to YouTube, Twitch, and LinkedIn from our platform. We have native calendar integration in cal.com. And we also like keep it simple for users who do not want to have a abstract technology, so they do not need to handle the tech stuff. It's more like simple hop-in meeting platform. Some of the key highlights of our feature product is less than 50 milliseconds of low latency, Web3 native features, multi-streaming, as I mentioned earlier, LinkedIn, X, and YouTube. And we do have chain integrations with Base, Ethereum, Polygon, and recently with EduChain, which essentially means you can token gate your meeting with any NFT asset or token, or you can use your NFTs as PFP during the call. We also provide in-depth analytics for people, so they have a known or like idea about what is the participation details, like their wallet addresses, their time of joining, so that help for impact for reward distribution and any attendance like things. So here is our revenue model. Revenue model we have divided into two. One is from individual users who want to use for their own purpose. It is for $20 per month. Other is business uses, which is for $49 per month, where you get option to customize your subdomain, have your own link like educhain.huddle1.com, something like that. So that business users give you a complete your own setup to host your meetings, have a native platform for your native community. These has been the numbers till now. We have clocked around 160K plus users, have participant minutes of 700 plus minutes, and meeting count of 1 million minutes. And we have a current ARR of 30K plus. Recently, we launched our points program, due to which we have seen a significant rise in the numbers. Here is the chart for that. And we have over 70K plus mobile downloads till now in the company. Yeah. Here is our team. Yeah. And this is our investment ask. That's like 100 to 200K. And we are looking to expand our team, build marketing loops, and have activated sales channels and different distribution channel to amplify about our product and get more revenue to the system. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Huddle 01. What a great way to start off this EDU Chain demo day here. Super excited to have all of you. We are slowly getting ready for the next project with us here on stage. Yes, I see in the comments that some are already getting ready to download the apps here. You should definitely go and interact with them because a lot of them already are usable and great products. So make sure to check them out after on Twitter and all the other platforms. We're sharing the links for them as well here in the chat, so you can go check them out. Maybe even learn while you earn. The other way around. Yeah, I think I mixed that up. But great projects because it should definitely be fun to learn. Next builder we will invite up on stage here is Pok Protocol. Just want to wish you best of luck, and the stage is yours.
Hey everyone. Hey, hi guys. We are Pok. My name is Nick. Me together with my co-founder Shane, we have been building Pok for over a year now. So I come from a traditional finance background. I started my career at JP Morgan, and then did my round in markets. And in markets, I was doing derivatives for equities and commodities. I was a sales trader. My co-founder Shane, he's been very, very instrumental in growing the project in terms of users to where it is today. So we work as a team, and our team's around 10 people strong, consisting of design, ops, developers, and the both of us. And so what we are solving is really a function of our experiences in our careers. So myself, I've spent a good number of years in options trading, and I realized how difficult it was for people to understand options. And so what we really did was we gamified the whole process of options trading. And so in Pok, every action is represented by every trading action is represented by an in-game action related to the raising and the carrying of a chicken NFT. So as you can see, we gamified the whole process. It's very educational. It's easy to use. And we actually started out as a gamification project on options. We had initially the pay-as-you-go model, which controls risk, but till date, we have now 3 varieties of options on board. We have spreads as well as digital options. And then we were thinking, how can we actually make it even easier for people to trade? And that's where we came up with what you see on the right, which is AI agent-directed option vaults. So people just put money in, they understand what yield is, and a team of 8 agents will activate and analyze the market and trade options for them. And really the cherry on top here is we have diversified. We started off as options, but we have now become like a full-fledged yield ecosystem. So with our latest addition, it is actually setting up a actual chicken farm in West Africa, because we realized the food supply chain there is very, very broken. In particular, the food supply chain for eggs. So we've gotten a revenue-based financing loan to build this out, to pilot this in Africa. And so everything we do contributes in one form or another to yield. To date, we have around 31 million in volume traded. We've generated over 200,000 in revenue, 500 users, and we have quite a decent amount of option premiums. And I think a point to note is a lot of these are actually first-time option traders, and they discovered options through Pok. What we have in our roadmap for the second half would be to expand on our AI capabilities for option vaults, because we believe that AI is really the future. Agentic finance, or DeFi, is what is going to drive the yield ecosystem forward. We also have plans to integrate Pok's SDK so that other agents can access our APIs programmatically. And I think we are raising 750 on a valuation of 20 mil. Tokenomics, we can share it over if any of you are interested. And I think a lot of these funds are going to be actually used for marketing. So we are planning to, we've been building for about a year. We have built up a very robust, scalable ecosystem in terms of product expansion, in terms of agents. And so we are really at the stage where we are ready to grow. And so we're asking 750K really to plow a lot of that into marketing. So mindshare, yapping initiatives, establishing more KOLs, some performance marketing, partnerships with dApps and protocols, which we already have some in the pipeline. So we really want to get that going. And so I think that wraps up the presentation. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you so much for presenting. Excited to have you on. We will be getting ready for the next project with us. Axicub, the stage is yours. Best of luck.
Yep, GM everyone, and I just heard in the pitch itself, like people were talking about AI agents, and we know AI agents are everywhere. But here's the truth: they're fragmented, closed, and hard to trust. Now, developers can't monetize, learners can't verify, communities can't curate. But agents exist, but the agent economy doesn't, and that's what we are building at Axicov. We are a team of 5, so proud of them. There are 3 engineers working tirelessly, and they are well experienced in blockchain and AI. Along that, we have a product designer, and here's the fact: we are fast and we are lean. So the problem with agentic AI is that agentic AI is powerful, but right now it's just noise. No open marketplace, no ownership, no incentives. If this doesn't change, agents will stay fragmented, tools without an economy. So we are building Axicov, which is the infrastructure where the agent economy begins. Now, developers can publish agents as assets, users combine them into workflows, curators can bundle the best ones, and every interaction is on EduChain, staked, shared, and verifiable. Now, here is the app that we just launched the beta of it, and all the agents and all your workflows come under one roof. And it is an intelligent hub for every agent where you can, even devs can have a good sandbox access to try out their agents and use them as APIs. And we also have analytics for it, like every executions, every runtime can be viewed and verified. So yeah, our roadmap just consists of August 31st of this year when we launched our beta, and we have got great response. And then we are going mainnet in the Q4 of this year, and the next year we will be launching our Axie token. So yeah, our market opportunity is like we are starting off with the edtech market, which even if I consider of 650 billion, that's just a very small part of the AI automation market, which is a big place. So yeah, agentic AI can actually grab a lot of that market. And so yeah, this is our Axie token, and our business model is tied to it. So how we earn, it's pretty simple, like transaction fees on agents, and workflows, shared revenue from staking, premium namespaces, and orchestration tools. So it's SaaS-like scalability, but on-chain and community-owned. So coming to tokenomics, at the core, it's the Axie token that is powering payments, driving staking, unlocking namespaces, and governing the protocol. So every transaction strengthens the flywheel. Users pay, creators earn, stakers share, and the treasury grows. So yeah, we had a good amount of early traction just when we launched our beta, and people have been commenting good, and people are loving the agentic AI and the agent economy concept. And here is a glimpse of how people are reacting in our socials. So yeah, one more thing, we are not stopping at a mere marketplace. Every user and developer gets a .axie namespace, which is identity and ownership secured on EduChain. And discovery isn't random, it's staked. So back the agency you believe in, boost their visibility, and share their revenue. Namespace and staking turn Axicov into a living, breathing economy. So we are raising 300K pre-seed safe at a 4.3 M cap, and we are looking for angels, liquidity providers, and strategic partners who believe in building a great agent economy with us. So this gives us a rough about 12 months of runway to prove our entire mainnet adoption and community growth, and positioning Axicov as one of the flagship protocols on EduChain. So AI agents are not apps, they are assets. And Axicov is the economy where those assets live, thrive, and grow. So with EduChain as our launchpad, we are ready to build the infrastructure of the agent economy. Join us and let's explore the infinite possibilities of agentic galaxies together. Thank you.
Thank you so much for presenting. A massive round of applause for all of our first great projects presenting here. Still lots of great projects to come. If you just joined in, this is the EduChain demo day. If you have any questions and want to connect with the dApps, reach out to us and we will help facilitate the connection so you can connect with the great projects building on EduChain. We are just about to have the next project go live with us here on stage. The next one will be Mint Elect. The stage is yours. Just want to wish you best of luck.
GM everyone. Hey everyone, I am Molly and we are building Mintellect. Mintellect is a way for researchers to publish their research paper on chain. So this is our team. We have a good team with like a good balance with product, tech, and community. So let's jump into the problem statement. Like we have seen that suppose you are a researcher, you want to publish your research paper, it will take up to 18 months just to get reviewed. And you are not sure that your research paper will be published or not. Your research paper is getting rejected by some comments. On the other hand, some other group of researchers, they are also working on the same problem statement. Their research paper is getting published just because they have some connections with other higher authorities. So this proves that the system is broken, and that's why we have built Mintellect. Mintellect has NFT publishing. You can publish your research paper and mint your research paper as an NFT. And also Mintellect has a AI-powered verification, decentralized peer review platform, and also tokenized rewards. So this is a global market of research papers that you can publish on chain, and this is growing year on year 15%. So these are our competitors. Some of doing the token reward, some of doing the decentralized review, some of doing the NFT publishing. But we are bringing them all together under a tree, which is Mintellect. So this is the early traction. We already have 20 plus daily users since we launched our platform on 5th September, and 700 plus waitlisted students who want to publish their research paper on chain. And we also collaborated with communities like DeFi India, DeFi Asia, Hack for Bengal, GFG, SNU, and Skepsis. So this is our business model. We want a small fees for NFT minting and access fees. Also, we have the premium membership. If you have the premium membership, you can have our AI enhancing tool. You can enhance your research papers here. And also we have the citation marketplace. So this is our tokenomics. You can earn site token by publishing your research paper or accessing research papers. And you can earn incentive by reviewing a research paper. And we will integrate the DAO governance later. So this is the breakdown of the tokenomics. And yeah, so our basically target market is a knowledge consumer, the primary market, and the secondary market is the educational institutions, and the future market is healthcare and pharma companies. So this is our technical architecture. And this is the demo of our dApp. Since we have launched on 5th September, you can see we are getting reviews on Mintellect. It's quite pretty, and we will grow Mintellect more. So this is our roadmap. We already completed our stage 2 and we are heading towards stage 3. We want to expand our team globally. Like we want to hire more ML engineers that we can launch our AI Infra on stage 4, like on January 2026. Or in the last stage, we want to conduct offline conferences and build our community more. So this is our ask, that we want funding to spend our team globally and support faster product development and team expansion. and collaborate with leading universities and institutions, enable ownership and reward with trust in global research. And in the empowering the community that we want to attract more researchers and collaborate with more communities in the future and onboard more reviewers in our platform. So yeah, that's it. This is Mintellect. You can check out mintellect.xyz. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And great shout out as well. I believe that someone from our team have dropped the link here. So for all the different projects, make sure to check them out online. Grab the links in the chat and check out what they're all about. We do have one project before we will have a short stretch break. So super excited to invite the next team on as well before that. Producers, I will leave the stage to you. Best of luck.
Hey, I'm Matt, founder and CEO of Producers. I've been in the music industry for about 25 years, and what we do is we gamify attention markets. So myself and the other founders are pretty successful in the music industry. We've toured the world for over 15 years, and as you can see, quite a few record deals and gold discs. Basically, we wanted to create something that makes extra revenue for artists, labels, and producers. Our advisors are Yat, Robin, Mo, which I'm sure you guys know from Animoca. We've got Julio, who runs Grammys, and has won 14 Grammys himself. And we've got Paul Kemp and Nick, who run the biggest music outlet in Europe. Andy Cotton from Live Nation, Merv Eagles on the tech side, who's actually ex-CEO of Rari. And we got Michael Jackson's brother in as well, just for good measure. So the problem we kind of seen is there was no way of capitalizing on knowledge of the industry for fans and a way to participate. And existing royalty structures are unfair and haven't been updated for decades. So like I said, if you get 1 million streams on Spotify, you actually only get like $3,000. You know, I've had a couple of billion streams. I should be a lot richer. So we created a game called Battle Mania. And then via my partnerships with Notting Hill, we've managed to onboard some pretty exciting artists. So I'll pass over to Jake quickly so we can explain the game.
Awesome. Yeah, so we looked at basically how we could solve these problems by leveraging our pretty insane industry network, as you've seen. And we realized that although fantasy games are huge, like you've probably all played fantasy football, there wasn't one for music. So we built it. And now we're able to basically gamify the attention market. So how does it actually work? Well, you sign up, you rip open packs, and you assemble a deck of your favorite artists and then enter them into tournaments. If your artists get more monthly listeners, you gain points. If they get less monthly listeners, you lose points. If you end the tournament with the most points, you win prizes. Now, as you can see, the market is massive, and I think we're positioned to take on a huge chunk of it in the short term, and here's why. Well, we've already onboarded hundreds of artists with thousands in the works through our partnerships with publishers, labels, and everything Matt's already outlined. We have agreements for those artists to then share it on socials, and in combination with our organic push and the existing community that we built on the back of our NFT collection, which was the fastest selling NFT collection or music NFT collection on OpenSea, we are pretty confident that we can achieve 10,000 pack sales in month 1 with a compound monthly growth rate of 25% for $5.5 million of revenue in year 1. Okay, so on that, our Pro token will be launching later this year on EduChain, and it will offer discounted packs for players, as well as deflationary value with a percentage of platform fees being used to buy back the token. As a result, players have both an incentive to buy and hold the token. Now, I won't go into the details of tokenomics for the sake of timing, but feel free to reach out after with any questions. But so far, we've absolutely loved being a part of the EDU community, and we can't wait to collaborate on a deeper level with more of the portfolio companies. But I'll pass over to Matt to explain the collaborations we've already lined up and what they mean for us and EDU.
Yeah, so via kind of a massive reach, not just for music, but esports and other avenues. We've combined with MLAs, doing an amazing job combining finance and music empowerment for the next generation of creators. And we've also joined with Docathon, who kind of get people all over the world to tell their stories via short videos. And we're actually offering a prize for this, where we're going to give the winner a chance to fly out to Necker Island on a songwriting project that we're doing with Richard Branson. We've got some huge names. Actually, Chris Martin from Coldplay confirmed this morning. So, these guys then can't only just tell this story, they can actually engage with kind of world-class artists and actually get something really meaningful from the end of it as well. We're asking for 150,000, which will be returned via revenue shares with a 100% increase on top, and there'll also be a token bonus in EDU also. Any questions? Drop us an email if you'd like to do one-on-ones. We're available. Thanks for your time.
Awesome. Thanks so much, guys.
Thank you so much, producers team. What a great way to cap off our first round of pitches here. Still more to come, so do stay tuned. But aware that watching 20 pitches back to back might take a bit long or maybe it will affect your back depending on your age. It might be a good time now to do a bit of a stretch. You can take a bit of a quick break to grab some water, do a quick round about your table and then come back. We'll be back officially in 5 minutes where the next step will take the stage and present. So yeah, as you see here, exactly at 8:25 p.m. That's for me at least, so depending on your time zone, that might look a bit different, but super appreciate all of you dialing in. And there is still time to invite additional people to listen in here via YouTube. Super excited to have all of you with us. Great first round. Jake, I'm curious to hear your thoughts as well, watching these first couple of pitches.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed every single pitch. I knew some things about some of the dApps presented and some of them are new to me, but yeah, all have got amazing traction so far. And yeah, I think all solving really good problems. A lot of them I want to use immediately. I'm already thinking about buying the music packs. I think it's really exciting that you guys have been able to get so many collabs with artists. That's huge. I can really see that going well. It's my type of fantasy game. I don't really like football, so all the ones orientated around sport are a little bit boring to me. So this one's really exciting. But yeah, so much good stuff from the last 10 pitches. Yeah, this is great.
Yeah, I totally hear you on that as well. When I think it was mentioned something about fantasy football, I'm excited to hear that in a music aspect instead. But yeah, if you're listening in, make sure to check out the different projects here. Some of them may also actually already be live on mainnet and have ongoing campaigns where you can earn Yusu, which is our on-chain point system. Lots of fun things there to do. So no matter if you're experienced in Web3 or not, this is a great chance to get to know Web3 through all of these different great projects. So on EDU chain, we have a lot of projects as well already besides all the great ones today. So you can earn badges, points, stake, and give back ownership to all the different educators and bring that on chain.
Yeah, I've been really loving the variety of different products as well. It shows how all-encompassing education is. It's not just about learning in a classroom. There's lots of different layers to it. And yeah, all of your pitches represent that. There's issues to solve in AI, because I think there's no doubt that's going to be a future part of the education. So there's a whole list of stuff there. I love that we've got entertaining products as well, because my view on learning is that if you can make it fun, it's going to be way more impactful. So I think, yeah, that's a whole other area to explore around like the gamification of everything. And then there's a couple of really good products that are solving issues for the kind of researchers and educators, which prop up the whole system, right? If we can make that part of education more efficient, it should trickle down to everywhere. So yeah, just loving the variety of pitches so far. I'm pretty sure that will keep up in the second half, but it makes me excited for the future of the ecosystem, because the variety means that we can bring in a whole bunch of different audiences to EDU chain, which yeah, is fantastic.
Yeah, definitely. It's been pretty exciting. Actually, before I started helping out with Open Campus. I was pretty new to Web3, and I've really enjoyed actually getting to know a lot about the Web3 universe, what staking is and all of that. Yeah, I was pretty much a new in the beginning. But this is like the fun way to do it. And I love the educational aspect of it, that it's very much focused on making sure that we, help reshape the future of education. Not necessarily just because parts of it may be a bit broken, but it's just about making sure that we, bring the resources to everyone. And bringing it on chain is a great way to do that, because you make it accessible, way broader, no matter where you are. We even have projects here that are making it accessible through less lag as well. So this is what it's all about, all of these different things. Super excited. I see we are actually here just keeping track of time. Want to make sure that I don't just take away any time from the next project that we will be inviting on stage here. In a couple of seconds here, I will pass it over to Lily Coy. I hope that you are all ready to hear the next pitch. So Lily Coy, the stage is yours. Best of luck.
GM guys. Hi, I'm Akshay. I'm building Lilikoi, which is an autonomous AI-powered DeFi agent. So we are streamlining DeFi with chat integrations. Let's just be honest, we all have used a lot of prompts to build these slides. So why not into DeFi as well, right? To solve the UX, which is one of the main blocker in the adoption. So if we go back, when we ourselves got onboarded into the Web3 ecosystem, we took our own sweet time in order to get familiar with the DeFi, how to use, what to use, how to generate yields, etc. And I believe there is a big UX problem. That's why we are building Lilikoi, to solve all of this, so that even your parents can get onboarded, or maybe even your grandparents can get onboarded to DeFi and make use of it. So the problem statement is pretty simple. I would like to start. It's not just about the UX of the ecosystem, right? It's also about the multiple risks that are being involved. Whenever we speak to multiple ecosystem partners, they talk about you are solving the UX problem, but we reply to them that it's not just the risk regarding the UX, it's also about your risk management. Many times, a lot of people have signed wrong transactions. They might have gone to a different front end where that is just a fake of what you were supposed to use. So there's a lot of money that is being wasted around that. Along with that, there is no protocol in the Web3 ecosystem. Everyone has no protocol, in a sense. There is no similarity between how the dApp is being designed, right? So there are multiple different new things that keeps coming, and that makes the user very confused while using all of these. So that's how we are building. That's why we are building this chat-based prompt system, where you can do almost anything on the edu chain. Let's say if you want to do a bridge, if you want to put a LP, you don't need to do LP balancer thing. That will also get automated. And along with that, we are using this trusted execution environment tech, where your private key will not be exposed to anywhere, but you will have an auto signing feature for all the dApps for doing the transaction and signing on your behalf, just one click. So these are some of the attractions that we got. We were amongst the first prize on Edu Hackathon. There are 700 plus users on the wait list. 100 plus demo users have already bridged Edu. 60% of users have shown interest in getting converted to the chat-based ecosystem. So the market opportunity is obviously huge. We are just taking into the consideration 10% of entire DeFi that will be coming around 50 billion. And I will give the stage to Ragul, who will be giving a quick demo of our product so that we can get some users onboarded.
I hope my screen is visible. Thank you for the stage, Akshay. So this is our application, and at the moment we have 5 different agents, and maybe we'll start with the utility agent. So it's very simple, like how you talk to a chat GPT, you can just ask some prompts. For now, to save time, I have some prompts. So I'll just ask what is the TVL of EduChain. So our AI agent will analyze certain different parameters, and also it will think about it and it will give us answers. So it has given what's the total EduChain index TVL. Now maybe like we'll do an execution agent also. So for this, I'll be using Sailfish contracts, but it's been built on top of it. So I'm going to bridge one Edu token from my Arbitrum wallet to EduChain. So it's just one prompt, and it will just analyze whether do I have the balance or is everything good, and then it will automatically trigger MetaMask integration, and all I need to do is just do a single signature, and everything will be taken from there. Okay, just a minute, let me check.
I will unfortunately just have to cut you off there. I'm sure we
Okay.
could spend a lot more time on all of these. It's difficult.
We got the
when you have-
transaction, so that's okay.
Yeah, it's difficult when you have so many great things to show, but we are getting ready for the next great project as well. Thank you so much, Lily Koi. EDU Hub up next. Best of luck.
Hey guys, I'm a billionaire by heart and millionaire by nature. By the way, I'm just Ashari Bali and I'm building Edu Hub. So basically, I'm a developer and I have been in tech for past 5 to 6 years. And currently, I'm instructing agentic AI to around 1,500 plus students on site. It's an IT initiative taken by our province government in Pakistan, named as GIAIC, stand for Governor Initiative for Artificial Intelligence and Computing. So basically, at EduHub, we are building the Vibe tooling for EduChain. Now, what does the Vibe tooling means? Vibe tooling means we are building the simple tools for community to learn about any stuff and then prove it on chain. Also to interact on chain, specifically on the EduChain, and for developers to build cool dApps on the EduChain. So life is short. Use EduHub to do the following stuff. We have some sort of dApps ready. You can try out it EduHub, where you can learn about some courses and then you can prove that. And second, we have our agent. With the help of it, you can perform on-chain actions on the Edu chain. And the third and the last one is for developers who want to build cool stuff on chain but does not know where to get started and how to do that stuff. So these are some of the stats. The main thing is the revenue one here next to the fourth line. We have earned around 10K plus EDU in revenue, and also we have some good stats on the socials as well. So this is the stuff which I want the investment for. Alexa for students. We are building the first physical AI device for Open Campus and EduChain. With the help of it, you can learn anything and then prove it without touching your mobile phone again. And to be honest, this is going to be a very big stuff on the EduChain and on the Open Campus ecosystem. Just imagine a student having a device in the classroom, learning about the thing while also learning something from the teacher and doing stuff at the same time while proving it on chain as well. So this is just a simple demo and showcase for it. Here you can see the device. It will look something like it, but this is not the final version of it. I'm currently working on that. So these are our marketing goals. We just want to have people to know about EduHub in general. And our upcoming plan is for sure hiring. We do want to hire the best people in the world so that we can build that Alexa for students, a physical device. And also we want to update our products and do some partnerships in the ecosystem. So we just want 99K in funding, and we just not want to do the following thing that you are looking in the meme 8 screen. Here you can see usually protocols raises a lot of money from VCs, and then they have a very big home page, and in the documentation you will see a lot of random stuff, and at the product side you will just see a very simple swap feature. So we just don't want to do the following thing. We want to build the best stuff, right? after sharing it with our community. So these are our offerings. As I said that I just won 99K and at the valuation of 1 mil. The revenue stream will be from the selling of those devices and subscription-based models that our product offers. So these are the values that we bring to the Edu chain. Right now we have Edu agent, which help the community to perform on-chain actions on the chain. And for developers, we are also helping them in some sort of way to build something on Edu chain. So why invest on EduChain? You know it very well. Specifically, it's backed by Animoca, second largest on EduChain, second largest after AveChain. And the important thing is it's for education, and for education, everybody wants to contribute. So you have to invest on EduChain and ultimately on EduHub. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sharif. Perfect. We have just a couple of seconds here before we invite the next builder on stage with us here. Still have a couple of projects before we reach our next break. But the next step to take the stage with us here today is Edu Province Limited. So the stage is yours. Best of luck.
Hi, my name is Shivani Mehrotra, and the dApp that I'm presenting right now is for e-seal of academic credentials and certificates on the blockchain. The problem is huge. 10 million fake degrees are sold per year globally. And as per UNESCO, the fake degree market is around about $20 billion. The 10% share of this is the study abroad market, which is around $2 billion. The solution that I propose right now is to e-seal and e-verify credentials on the blockchain. The e-seal layer to record the academic credentials and work experience letters on the blockchain, and the e-verify layer to verify the data of already stored academic certificates and work experience letters on the chain. The background verification process presently is slow, costly, and fraud-prone. And with the use of blockchain technology for background verification, we are making it instant, cost-effective, and secure, transparent, immutable. How it works, the issuer firstly issues the credentials on the chain. Right now, like NUS Singapore is issuing the credential. The course name is AI Engineering for the candidate named David. The verifier will verify the same credential on the chain, and the holder will be getting a certificate like this with the proper hash. Then we have two sections, the e-sealer and the verifier section, with all the details mentioned, like the name of the certificate, name of the student, etc. The go-to-market strategy is B2B, MOUs with universities and employers, and B2G with government departments like NSDC, DigiLocker, Government of India. The business model, e-seal documents costing around to $10 per transcript e-sealed per student, $2 per document. E-verifying documents, $5 per transcript verification, and $1 per document verified. The traction as of now, we've done 10,000 plus credentials on the blockchain, 1,000 plus transactions on EduChain network, 20 university partnerships have been signed, and 10 employer partnerships have been signed. These are some of the pictures depicting the MOU signing with various universities in India. These are the demo sessions for the students in various universities in India for the e-seal and e-verification of the documents on the chain. And these are the few most recent updates of collaborating with various employers from across the globe, from UAE, from Europe, and from Singapore as well. Few of the most recent updates for the March and April. The core team includes Mr. Apurva Bajaj, who is an IIT and IIM gold medalist. He has more than 10 plus years of work experience in the finance and education domain, working with companies like Goldman Sachs, DE Shaw, and Global Data in the past. He is also a gold medalist and a CFA charter holder. I'm Shivani Mehrotra, co-founder and COO at EduBook. I have more than 10 plus years of work experience in the education sector as a professor. I was a university topper and gold medalist in my graduation and post-graduation courses, and also Women in AI APEC finalist. We have Ajit, who is the CTO, and Amit, who is the CMO. We have an amazing board of advisors, which is being headed by Mr. E. Shannon, and all the other advisors have amazing experiences in the education and the blockchain domain, especially James Wren. Few of the most recent updates that we've signed up with a strategic partnership with DigiLocker, Government of India, and also partnership with Krishna Arpit Group of Institutions, with Innovari, which is being an outreach partner, and we were the hackathon winners. Right now, you can see in the DeFi category, we've got the third prize, Edu Province Limited, in the hackathon from EduChain. Happy to let you know that we are raising a pre-seed round of 500K, which is a mix of equity and EBUK tokens. The total valuation is $10 million, and the use of funds are here. Thank you, and have a great day.
Thank you so much. Another great project on stage with us here. Still have so many great projects to go. We do have just 30 seconds here before we will invite the next project here to the stage. If you just tuned in, you can learn more about all the projects in the chat. We're sharing all their links. So make sure to connect with them, check them out, dig a bit around and see what it is they're up to. And with that, I will invite our next project to stage. We have Mogaland Academy with us here, or MLA. The stage is yours.
Thank you, Marie. Thank you, everybody. So my name is Matthias. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Mogaland Academy. I hope you can see my screen. So hi, everyone. I'm Matthias, the CEO of Mogaland Academy for Financial Health. In the next few minutes, I'll walk you through why Mogaland, our Moga token, and our unique gamified education platform are positioned for a massive real-world growth. We are a senior team of fintech, gaming, and Web3 builders with 3 successful exits. I personally co-founded and led 2 fintech banks, 1 IPO and 1 trade sale. Our CTO built games like Ubisoft's Far Cry and EA's Scrabble. On top, we are supported by an academic advisory council, a game and Web3 experts group, and growing global group of co-creators network. Financial literacy affects over 1.5 billion people aged 15 to 35, in particular in the underserved regions. This not only leads to stress, to exclusion or debt traps. No, this also leads to $300 billion lost annually in absenteeism in the United States only. Now, Mogaland Academy is a stake to learn platform that brings financial education into the Web3 world and beyond. It's fun, it's personalized and tied to real life outcomes. We don't just teach, we empower users, our learners, to own their life with confidence. It starts with a financial persona assessment, helping learners understand and reflect their mindset and their needs. Then they access an increasing number of real life relevant courses, earning shareable credentials along the way. Our courses aren't theoretical only. They connect directly to real opportunities. Take music and money, we heard about it today already, to empower the next generation of creators, or take our student loan management courses, helping learners to qualify for financial support and learners' eligibility. When learning becomes boring, we turn learning into play with money games, quizzes, tournaments that reward our learners in Moga and real-world benefits. Coming as a next step, your personal AI-powered financial companion. This assistant learns from the learner's interaction and progress and will guide learners with any money-related decision to come. Now, why the token? Moga is a utility token. Learners stake Moga to access the academy, driving real and recurring demand. Investors benefit from being early supporters because supply will remain short for the next 12 months and longer. We expect about a 10 times valuation increase as the academy scales and demand grows. Our growth model is lean, data-driven, and scalable. 25 will be the year of our alpha launch, testing, and co-creation. 26, we aim to onboard about 250,000 learners, release 100+ courses and 10+ money games. 27, we aim to cross the 1 million learner mark. All of them needing Moga. The formula is easy. More learners plus more opportunities equals more staking, equals more demand, equals a stronger total value locked. We are raising $250,000 to scale the product, the content, and the go-to-market. You can invest via equity, convertible, or directly support the Moga liquidity. Now, let's help people own their life. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Definitely hear that. Let's help people own their own life. I think that is a great shout out as well, because we do want to bring that to chain there to make people capable of owning their own life. Excited to bring the next one on stage. I know it's fast to the next one, but we do have so many great projects with us here. So I want to make sure that you get to hear a snippet of all of the 20 great projects that we do have with us here today. So for the next one, we're going to invite on stage, we have EduFi. The stage is yours. Best of luck.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks a lot, the EduChain team, for the opportunity. So basically at EduBook, we have created a true CV product, which is basically your verifiable credentials and CVs on the blockchain. So our core team includes me. I'm the CEO, and I have 10+ years of work experience working with Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, DE Shaw. I'm an engineer from IIT and IIM background, also a gold medalist and a CFA charter holder. We have Shivani, who comes from the education industry as a university professor, MBA, and university topper in her education as well, and Women in AI Epic finalist, along with Microsoft Innovative Educator. We have a very well-versed CTO, blockchain, AI, end-to-end, Ajit, and Amit as our experienced CMO. We have a total 10-member team besides the 4 of us. Our advisors are led by Dr. Ishanand and Dr. Vishnu Bapat, who are from the education industry, as well as some from the Web3 industry like Mr. James Den. So the problem that we are solving is of the fake credentials and fake profiles and fake CVs per se, where CHROs say people lie to the teeth in their CVs. And that's where even the social media platforms like LinkedIn, Twitter, and even Telegram, and even the Web3 blockchain ecosystem as a whole, we know it's huge, full of scams. So we want to prevent that. And as you can see, this is a problem. Same picture, different name, different title. We don't know who is who and who is not. And so our solution is to record the complete CV, each credential verified on the chain from the issuer of that credential. Let's look at a quick product demo. So in the step 1, student or the employee fill a simple form with their credentials and keep on self-attesting, which goes at the backend blockchain technology on the chain, basically as a timestamped proof that they self-attested it. Then they upload their certificates and work experience, education and work experience certificates, keep on self-attesting that. Then our team, with the third-party background verification tie-ups that we have, gets it approved by the issuer of that credential in one click, approve or reject, which also goes on the chain. Then this CV is created automatically just by filling that form, where this everything will be self-attested, pending until it is approved by the issuer, and the skills basically will be approved by your managers and employers. Each certificate also becomes an NFT on its own. It's a dynamic NFT by completing what course by whom from where, and anyone can see the certificate actually behind it, given the consent management system that we have built in. We're not stopping at the True CV platform. Given the market feedback, we have now launched a True Jobs platform, which basically is an AI-driven platform which matches True CV with the job description to help right candidate see the right jobs as per their verifiable True CV, and right employer get to see the right candidate. So our go-to-market strategy is B2B2C. We have MOUs with universities and employers. B2G, we are working closely with government departments in India, and B2B background with verification companies are partnering with us. Business model, True CV creation. It's freemium B2C SaaS model, USD 10 to download, but free to create and share that link. For verification, we have USD 5 per profile verification, and True Jobs platform $10,000 to $25,000. Competitors, we are different and better in terms of we are doing the full CV on the blockchain, each credential, and also with a True Jobs platform. Till date, we have 25,000 credentials, 1 million plus students, $80,000 in revenue, and 10 employer partnerships overall. These are some of the university MOUs. These are the 2 CV creation sessions. Our international MOUs with Paris, UK, US, UAE, and a couple of in Singapore. Our vision and impact is huge. We want to make the Web3 world and the world at large scam-free, spam-free, and fraud-free, and reduce verification time and cost significantly from 20 days to 5 minutes and $200 to $5. We keep on getting a lot of awards for our innovative solution from government in India and partnered with various institutes as well. And within the EduChain incubator, we did 6 MOU signing, 25,000 credentials. Android app has been launched, 2 MOUs we have signed and got a lot of awards. This year, we'll be clocking $500,000 in revenue in total, going to $40 million as per our 3 revenue streams within the next 5 years. We have already raised like $450,000 from angel investors and early stage VCs and grants from various blockchains. We are raising seed round of $1 million, which is a mix of equity and our native utility ebook tokens at a 50 million equity valuation and token at a 10 million. And user funds will be 40% for BD, 20% for tech, and 25% marketing, and 15% for operational expenses. And yeah, thank you so very much. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much for presenting. We are just about to get ready for the next pitch here, getting close to the break, but still have 2 great projects left before we will take a short stretch break. First up, we have Mansur. The stage is yours. Best of luck.
Okay. Hey guys. So I want to change the pace a little bit here by telling you guys that why Mansurs might be the coolest project in the room today, right? So because where else can you find a project with more handsome, swag, smart looking, and actually can make a good decision CEO other than Mansurs? And yes, I'm talking about our Fire Chicken CEO here, powered by ChatGPT, right? And yes, we also have some normal human co-founder, which is myself, today's Kingston, and my co-founder here, Adrian. I'm the business guy, he's the tech guy. We have been working together for almost 9 years now in the education space. We are second-time founders with 1 exit in the back. So very happy to be in here today. So these 2 humans basically talk about a lot of things. And one day we're just discussing about, some interesting problem that we wish were solved in the Web3 spaces, right? Which we found out that, Web3 talents nowadays is practically invisible. And while Web3 employers is practically blind. So unfortunately, it's a checkmate situation for everyone. But what about the market then? So the best part of the story is that the market actually is the kind of early for the takings. So as we can see here on the screen, there's a lot of interesting numbers here from the numbers of Web3 talents, which is growing exponentially every single years, and the numbers of Web3 companies as well. And you know what? We might be looking at an obvious gold mine situation in front of our eyes here. But again, who is going to be the hero of this story then? So introducing Mansurs, right? So basically, Mansur is your on-chain employment solution. So basically, we are a plug-and-play solution for every single Web3 project at all stages, where we basically enable easier way to find, hire, and manage best talent in the market right now for your projects. No more headache, just pure focus.
अपडेट नहीं हो रहा और इसको पता ही नहीं.
Okay, so we have created one platform to rule them all kind of situation where they can start smarter using OCID to get access to some of the best education provider in the space. And we also have them to get certified in the OCA technologies to get them prepared for the CVs. And finally, getting matched to the job as well. But over the past 3 months, we have been scratching our heads and getting our hand dirty to find out whether all this is true and people actually cares about. And it's not about the numbers of users, but rather how many people actually get a value out of it. And in this manner, we are proud to say we are able to change at least 2 important lives. Eric, who is currently working for BD in BingX, and Ari, which is currently working for Web3 devs in Toko Crypto. So So basically, again, getting a job is just a survey of things, but what's beyond that for Mancers? So there's endless potential we can tap into the spaces where many problems can be reimagined using on-chain technology. So such as employee benefit, wealth, payroll, pension funds, and etc. And this relates to the last questions of the day, but how Mancers makes money, right? So we want to double down on our current positionings. We focus on educations and employment as a source of income, but in the future, there's many other aspect of revenue using on-chain technology to not only make more revenue, but also democratize workforce access for people from all countries and backgrounds. So to make all this happen, we wanted to work with you guys who already believe in us in the first place, to invite you guys to double down on us. If you think the future of work is important, democratized opportunity for people is also important, then so are we. And we believe by having more support and partners like you guys, we believe by even if it's just a simple repost on our social media, that actually matters to us as well. To end all of this, I just want to say that if you believe it with all that I babbled for the last 4 minutes, and then join us with Mancers, we can change how the future of works actually looks together.
Thank you so much for presenting. When we work online, sometimes if ever there are a couple of slides that not necessarily visible or you want to dive deeper in, we will be sharing the slides after as well. So that's a great place for you to connect with the builders as well. Deep dive into everything that you saw on the slides because the time is short. It's a quick sneak peek of all of it here. But with that, thank you so much, Mensa. Next on stage, I believe we have Mark ready for preferred. Best of luck. The stage is yours.
Lovely. Thank you very much for that. And it's great to meet everybody. I'm Mark Francis, the CEO for Preferred. So what we're trying to do is address the broken hiring market. As I'm sure everyone on this call has probably experienced as either a job seeker or an employer, there's something broken in the system. It's inefficient. There are static job listings with traditional jobs boards. But in particular, you have the proliferation of AI-generated CVs applying to AI-generated job posts via AI agents. It's created a mess. It's getting costlier and slower. And this is leading to more unqualified applicants and poor retention as well. So that's where Preferred comes in. We are an AI-powered platform revolutionizing recruitment through incentivized referrals. So what does that actually mean? Our solution is set up to try and address all of these issues. What we're doing in our model is using what we call a human circuit breaker. These are real verified individuals on our platform that are using their crowdsourced networks to bring in a wider talent pool and then use the compounded network effects that those bring. This leads to a streamlined process, which actually also leads to time and cost savings and can even list to more diversity. So we're changing the game for a number of different users. This includes the employers, those that are hiring individuals, the job seekers, those that are looking for a new role, and the referrers, which are in essence decentralized recruiters. They could be a friend, a family member, or a colleague, but they have a network of individuals that they know and they trust and they can verify. And what we're doing is we're turning these referrals into rewards and these connections into careers. So how exactly does it work? Yes, we still use AI. We use that for matching to help reduce the time to hire. We use this to help us do predictive skill analysis on candidates, as well as also learning about the employer hiring behavior. But we're also then adding in verified referrals. So we're using smart contracts to automate secure, transparent payments for an immutable and trustless solution. This is how we believe the referrers are going to be enabled and brought into the system. In addition, we're having a gamified setup where we have crypto rewards, leaderboards, and badges that drive engagement via pref points that can be accumulated and actually also can be redeemed for pref tokens when we do our TGE. We have a multifaceted revenue stream model, a mixture of job posting fees when you post a job, placement fees, of which we charge an 8% success fee, about a third of a traditional recruitment fee, premium subscriptions to give an enhanced job seeker experience, giving them access to resume building, as well as top tier coaches for EQ and soft skill and public speaking skill learning. In addition, as we scale, we'll have access to advertising revenue, data insights that can be purchased by employers, and of course also integrations with HRIS to actually manage referral systems for large enterprises and corporates. It's a huge market opportunity. It's going to be about $500 billion by 2030. We're initially targeting the Asia Pacific region, starting with startups and SMEs, and then moving on to MNCs next year. We've already had some traction. Obviously, we're about to graduate from the Open Campus Incubator, but we've also just been accepted into the Hong Kong Science and Technology Park Ideation Program. And actually, as of today, we are now partners with ByteDance, who are going to be our technology partner as we scale across the region. In addition, we spoke on stage last week at the Retail Asia Conference, and we're also on stage tomorrow with AngelFlow, Awesome, and 8 Circle. Last week, we had a private session with Sive and Aspire to discuss their hiring strategies for Asia. Some of the LOIs that we have signed include Peak 21, a private equity company with 6 direct-to-consumer brands, Second Talent, an EOR firm that I believe some on this call would know, Zoth, a DeFi lending protocol that just raised a Series A, and BSC Academy, which also had the Open Campus IDs. So they will be one of our partners to populate the student ecosystem. We have a strong and multifaceted team. Myself, 18 years in recruitment, 7 years in fintech. I'm a one-time exited founder. My 2 co-founders, Dennis, who's come from virtual banks, as well as also experience in startups, and Johnny, who has been involved in the recruitment industry for 25 years, as well as an advisor to other businesses. We have a strong and multifaceted team across marketing, sales, product, finance, and growth. And actually, our strategy advisor was head of talent acquisition for Microsoft and Oracle, and global head at Qatar Airways, giving us insights directly into what the customer wants. We're currently looking for a $750,000 round. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mark, for presenting, finishing off strong here before we have our second short break here. So thank you, Mark, and thank you for all the projects that's been presenting so far. We still have some great projects to go, but first here we will have just a few minutes break. So if you need to go grab something to drink or maybe stretch your legs before the last stretch, now is the perfect time. Jake, what do you think about the second round of projects here with us on stage?
Yeah, I'm still just as amazed with all of the traction and the types of products we've got building with us. Yeah, such a big variety again. Like there's a couple of RecruitFi apps, which I think is great. Love the idea of kind of decentralizing the value by allowing referrers to get more value from the key role they play in the recruitment industry, right? Love the financial education stuff. Matthias, really enjoyed your pitch. I think, yeah, the world needs more of that for sure. Even if you just get a basic financial education, you're going to be ahead a lot compared to a lot of other people. So yeah, the more we can do that, the more people that can start on that journey, I think the better. It's one of those things that once you build a bit of momentum with that type of education, it kind of snowballs. So I think, yeah, the more we can do to get people on that journey, the better. And yeah, so much good stuff. I love the AI products as well. I know it's not necessarily directly linked to education, but improving the user experience for anyone using crypto, I think is really important, particularly if you apply that to students that might be getting into the space for the first time. If we can make that experience really simple, they're more likely to stick around. So in a way, it is very related to education. It's just a different way of teaching them to use the tech. So yeah, so much good stuff, Marie. Yeah, very excited to hear the last couple as well.
Definitely. And I think if you're on X, I believe there will also be a spaces later with someone here. I think Mogaland is joining in with CubeCast there. A lot of the great projects here are also getting invited in for the different spaces. So keep an eye out for sure. Make sure you follow all of the great projects. This is also being recorded, so you can also share this later on. Sure, a lot of people maybe they would be unable to join, so you can share this later. We'll also be sharing all the different resources from the builders. So together with the showroom, you'll be able to see their decks, their slides, so that you can dive deeper in and connect with the people that you want to connect with. super excited to also hear from the last couple of people we have coming up. We still do have just a few minutes here before the next one joins us on stage. But definitely make sure that you check them out, both in the links and on X, and give them some love.
Yeah, and just thank you to everyone that stuck around on the call to hear the other pitches as well. Really nice that you guys are supporting each other. I think one of the important things to do from now that the incubator is stopped and you've not got these regular meetups, is just to keep collaborating with other dApps in the ecosystem. Definitely seeing that dApps that do this seem to be getting the best traction on the chain. So yeah, just because the meetings that we organize have stopped, please don't stop actually meeting and connecting and linking up with each other. I've seen in your pitches you're already doing it, which is fantastic, but yeah, please do keep that up.
Definitely. You can also check out all of the different products through our social media as well. As soon as they go live, we will have them hosted on our pages as well, but you can also follow them through ours. We'll give them shout outs. And if you want to, learn more about how to earn and learn and stake and do all of these fun things, you can definitely, make sure to follow as well along. We'll post all of it on our social media channels as well, so you can follow and connect with all of the great projects here. And with that, we are ready to invite in Tui Pei on stage. Best of luck to you. The stage is yours.
GM, hey guys. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
All right, perfect. Hey guys, my name is Harry. Calling from San Francisco. The last couple of days, it's been a little early, so excuse my voice in advance. We're building in TPay. We're transforming how education gets funded. A little bit background on me and the team. Serial founder in edtech space. One acquisition, one failed, and return for capital investors. Third is raised our pre-A and in the process of full exit as well. And we have a pretty strong team with a serial founder background and a lot of academic researchers. But one thing I wanted to highlight is that all of us have been international students and immigrants researcher at some point. So we have all been part of this process in our lives, for majority of our lives, being able to essentially really needing a solution that can help us pay tuition or get research funding or receive donations cheaper, faster, and smarter. And that's something stablecoins and the blockchain can help us do in an invisible way. From a very interesting point of view. So what we are building essentially is a Swift alternative that is suitable for today, 2025, global transfer of funds in the educational context. So a little more context, right? So as we know, general payment solutions has been evolving very drastically over the last 20, 25 years, but especially the last 3 to 5. We've seen the emergence of a lot of new technology solutions that really taken over the space and moving really, really fast, but not so much for education. We haven't been seeing much of that in the last 10 years or so. The Conversa, or previously the Western Unions, the Flywires of the world are still dominating most of the space. Swift has been there since 1973. The issue is there's always have to be middlemen as part of the structure. At least you will have 3 players, one at the local and another at the destination. Most people only pay attention to the processing fee, but there's actually a lot of much heftier markup fee and additional fee that can add up to 5.2 to 8.8% on average, according to the World Bank, especially if you're from a more developing nation. There are three core problems that we're solving, and here are a few theses because we're building actually, instead of just one product, it's a suite of products. We're gradually validating each one of them as well. One of them is investing is getting younger and going digital. Most people know this. Most people don't know is 90% wealth is actually held in investments nowadays. So it's much easier if people can, let's say, donate investments directly and getting a lot of benefits out of it. And there's a lot of clear indication, clear validation on that. Second core thesis slash problem we're solving is, as we know, research funding is hyper concentrated into either government slash centralized agency slash ones that are essentially have more tendency to take forever, in fact, a year and a half to 2 years plus, and have significant constraints and lack of incentive to democratize or even move very fast. So essentially, it's a very inefficient structure that's been there for a very long time. Private sector have been having some more difficulties, especially smaller projects, to be part of it. The third core thesis slash problem to solve is what we talk about is the overarching tuition slash education landscape hasn't really been shifting, but especially tuition for a market that's so big that need to be tackled. So those correspond to the three products that we are building. The first one, the donation widget, enabling companies, any organization, not just nonprofits or companies, to be able to receive cryptocurrency, not in the form of crypto, so there's less variability. So within 3 seconds of receiving a crypto donation, you're able. Oh.
Hey, yeah, unfortunately, that was the 5 minutes. We will have to invite the next dApp on stage, but everyone can do a deep dive in the slides later on as well. The next up is IntelliLearn. The stage is yours. Best of luck.
Superb. Hi everyone. My screen is visible. Cool. Hey everyone, my name is Pransh and today I'm going to showcase you our project IntelliLearn. When I was young and I was seeing my nephew, one thing he started learning is by playing, not maybe by a book or like heavy documentation. Specifically, like 5 years back when I was starting into the Web3, the only way to learn is through documentation or few boring tutorials. But ideally, we have to restructure this because current scenario is very easy to quit. That's why we present you IntelliLearn. The idea of IntelliLearn is you can learn through the quest, learning path, incentivize progress, and much more. That's why the motto of the IntelliLearn is to play to learn to earn, and earn to belong. User will over here will come with the intention to play, and while playing few of the games they learn, eventually it will lead to earning the tokens, credentials, and NFTs. And at the end, they will have the identity control and the belonging to the ecosystem over here. So right now, what you're seeing here is our platform. This is the one platform with many quests. I have attached the screenshot and images of few of the games that we have created. You can always come here. These are powered by the adaptive AI, so that the learning that you are getting is not something other users are getting. It is totally adaptive with your with your experience. One of our game changer game is the Snap Card. Why? Because anyone who has played Snap Card, 90% of them have a 3-day streak. This also have the social effect, progress tracking, and the protocol feedback. I'll not just tell you the games, but I'll tell you the user journey. One of the users, Gary, who was a part of our platform, started playing the games and eventually learning the things. And she was from the Web 2 novice, but eventually after gathering the concepts from the games, she was able to be an ambassador at Web3. So that's why IntelliLearn is designed for the user success. We have the engaging experience, proven streaks. And as you can see, specifically over here, these are the 4 pillars of the IntelliLearn, which is the intuitive design. The design is and the colors that has been made is to give the calming effect and lower the barrier. And not only this, this is also powered by the Open Campus. So even if you have email, you don't know what MetaMask is or what wallets are, you can just log in with the Gmail and start with the play to own model. And this is not us saying, this is the Web3 onboarding opportunity. If you see the stats, the currently Web3 onboarding opportunity is more than $10 billion. Right now, we have started and got the early validation. We have 5+ daily active learners. We have already built 5 games so far, and we got the 500+ interaction. And the good part is almost 90% level completion is here. So if you see over here, eventually we are going to launch token IntelliLearn INTL, which will have the identity layer and goes for the protocol partnership. These are some of the highlight where we have been highlighted on the socials. As you can see, we also was a part of the OC Weekly Roundup newsletter twice. And coming forward, these are the few achievements and the ecosystem fit that we have so far. For the next 6 months, we are focusing more on the launching the flagship games. But not only this, we will also be creating a SDK that is for the partners if they want to launch the games specifically for their platform and improve our adaptive AI. And right now, we are looking for the investment of $6K to accelerate the growth and capture the market in the internet. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for presenting. We are getting ready to invite the next project with us on stage. Dakathon, the stage is yours. Best of luck.
All right. Thank you, and amazing job to all of my fellow cohort members. Some fantastic pictures. Love seeing them. So in a world flooded with content, authenticity is essential. Students need to stand out with purpose-driven portfolios, not just grades. Schools and universities must now act like brands, showing values and real-world relevance to attract students and parents. Corporates struggle to engage Gen Z. CSR alone just doesn't cut it. And Web3 still feels distant from education. The potential is huge, but it lacks trust and relevance. So that's where Dakathon comes in. We're building a global Web3 powered platform where students create short documentaries on issues they care about, earning a non-tradable utility token and verifiable badges that recognize creativity, effort, and real-world impact. This isn't just an investment pitch, it's a partnership proposal to help bridge the Web3 and Web2 worlds and bring meaningful storytelling into the next generation of learning. So I'm Tom, co-founder of Mad or Make a Difference courses, the organization behind Dakathon. I'm a TEDx speaker, author, and have led 3 different purpose-driven organizations worldwide. Our CTO, Nestor, has built scalable tech platforms across Asia, and our head of education, James, is a former international school principal and leader author of the Ed3 DAO playbook. James and I are actually Web3 learners ourselves, and that's why we're well positioned to help bridge these 2 worlds. So Dakathon is already making a global impact. Students choose themes like climate, migration, or mental health and create 3 to 6 minute films supported by resources and mentorship. They earn verifiable on-chain badges via EduChain, which reflect real skills like communication and storytelling. Our live events at schools, festivals, and conferences showcase student voices worldwide. And now we're launching a dApp with a utility token, not for trading, but to unlock perks, visibility, and real opportunities. We've already run Dakathons at scale, partnering with schools, universities, and companies worldwide, generating some incredible content. So this is a proven platform, not a prototype. For instance, over the next 9 months, we are running 6 regional Dakathons across 4 continents, reaching thousands more students. We'll help to bridge the Web2 and Web3 worlds through partnerships. We've already reached 7,000 learners with Deloitte and have begun to introduce them to Web3 concepts via our live events. We now have a roadmap for 55,000 more learners over the next 3 years. We're also partnering with 2 amazing organizations from this cohort, Mogaland and Producers NFT, integrating student storytelling into gamified finance and global music campaigns and rewards. We're launching one simple utility token, no trading, no liquidity, no speculation. Institutions, especially corporations, fund it, and students earn it. It unlocks real value, access, perks, and visibility, verified on-chain via EduChain, and integrated with Open Campus. It's designed for real use, not hype. DockerFon began in 2023 as a way for schools to embed creativity and purpose into their curriculum, typically paying $50 to $70 per student and enabling us to reach $100,000 in revenue last year. Over the past year, however, we've seen that schools, universities, and companies began to value the storytelling itself, with student films becoming authentic assets to showcase purpose, attract talent, and justify greater involvement. So while we built DockerFon as an education tool, it's evolved into something bigger, a scalable storytelling engine for institutions that want to inspire and connect through real human stories. In stage one, we keep things really lean. We'll launch with a hybrid dApp and a manual backend, testing with over 5,000 students who will earn on-chain badges through Open Campus. This stage is all about proving the model and collecting real engagement data before corporate funding comes in at stage 2 and a full token deployment in stage 3. So to kick this off, we're raising $100,000. That funding enables us to engage the first 5,000 students across 5 regional DockerFons, build out our backend and badge infrastructure, and run real-world campaigns that bridge Web 2 and Web 3. In return, we can offer a revenue share and/or an equity stake through a SAFE. We're excited to partner with you to connect the worlds of Web 2 and Web 3 in education.
Thank you so much for presenting. We are getting ready for the next builder with us here on stage. Just in a few seconds here. And CraftLink, the stage is yours. Best of luck.
Okay, am I audible now? Okay, thank you. So, hi everyone. I'm very sure that we all know about Upwork, Fiverr. Yeah. So imagine Upwork now, but for now for artisan, and that is exactly what CraftLink is all about. Hi, my name is Toluwani, and together with my amazing team, we are building CraftLink, a decentralized platform that connects artisans of all crafts, fashion designer, shoemaker, and so on and so forth to clients, and clients connecting them to artisan as well. The problem is artisans are everywhere, talented, gifted, but they are not digitally recognized. And platforms like Upwork, Fiverr, and so on are more focused on tech freelancers than artisans that can craft your beautiful clothes and shoes. And we are creating CraftLink to bridge this solution by creating a platform that not only provide them access to clients, but also helping them to get onboarded to emerging technology like Web3 in a very seamless way ever. And we have a large market cap of about 45 billion for just our potential addressable market in sub-Saharan Africa alone. Now imagine beyond Africa. And so far, our traction has been that we have our MVP live on testnet with about 100+ user testing currently for us to iterate and make it better. And we're also in partnership with Global Cluster, a large community of artisans in Africa, and also of business owners connecting those crafts to businesses that want to sell them. And our transaction volume, we are looking into 50 to 100 average job in the escrow with about 6 month post minutes, about 10K monthly. And regarding our partnership as well, like I mentioned earlier, we are in partnership with Fashion Hub in Nigeria, in Africa, and also with our extension to Nigeria Web3 community. We are onboarding these people in a very seamless way. And for you to use the platform, is so simple that you don't need to worry about anything about gas, about wallets, because we know this target audience we are working with are not Web3 native, and we are using Third Web to abstract the wallet and also making it gasless. So our business plan is to have 5 to 10% on every job, commission of every job completed, and 3% of job listing. And our growth arc is to leverage existing platform like Upwork, like Viber, that's these artisans are there, but they are not recognized because that is definitely not their platform. And we are bringing them to the platform that is made for them. And we are also looking forward to hitting about 10K artisans and clients in the next 6 to 12 months. So we are asking for a sum of 25,000 to run our marketing, our product development to mainnet, and also attract our first 1,000 users. So I will end on this note that Craftlink is not just a platform, but it's also a platform that is providing these people an economic stability beyond Africa, and also a platform that is also supporting Web3 adoption, even to every common man out there. And they are coming to Web3 not just to follow the noise, but to bring their craft to Web3 and connect to people that are ready to make use of what they have to offer. Thank you.
Thank you so much for presenting. Very good on time here. We will just hold on for just a minute before we invite the next project with us on stage here. If you joined in a bit late here, this is the EDU chain demo day where we have 20 great projects presenting with us. If you missed some of the pitches, want to rewatch them, we'll be sharing the recording later as well. Definitely don't want you to miss out on all the great stuff. We'll also share the showroom as well, so you can dive deeper and connect with some of the projects that might spark your interest. So with that, we are just about to invite the next builder with us on stage here. The second to the last one here. So thank you for staying with us here. We have Open EDU with us. The stage is yours. Best of luck.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, sorry. So hi everyone, I'm Rari. And did you know that the 1.5 trillion edtech market has 70% failure rate, and we are gonna turning this waste into the DeFi opportunities. Let me show you why. First, scaling bottleneck. So every growth step needs to increase the human ups and which increase the cost and lower the margins, and also no automation protocol. And which creating the knowledge silo instead of collaborative network. Second, like low engagement. So e-learning has more than 70% dropout rate due to like the one-way delivery, no intelligent feedback. Students use AI to create the answer, not to learn. So which is creating the superficial knowledge. And finally, frozen capital market. So the creator, the retail, they are not able to trade and invest in education assets. So this is exactly what we are solving. So OpenEdu is the AI-first trustless platform with unlocking both interactive learning and liquid edtech markets across the entire 1.5 trillion ecosystem. Let me show you why. How? Like the trustless platform support the educator and other stakeholders. They can team up to create cost and the revenue share for the smart contract. The learner pre-funded decides cost, which creating the guarantee demand and can attract the creator. The AI agent marketplace. So the creator, they can build and own their own agent, same as the blockchain access, and they can monetize. Our modular API to support them to build agent easily and also expand the ecosystem. And every learning interaction are pre-coded on chains, so support unverifiable skill, certificate, and reason. And also we are building 24/7 interactive learning workspace where the learner, they can have one seamless interface, interact together with the personal AIs, and the AI already understand the course content, already know about the learning opportunities, as well as the AI decided to asking the critical thinking instead of like providing answer. And our integrated safety layer to let the educator as well as the organizer, they can customize the safety rules as well as compliance policies. And this is our final goal. So transform from a centralized platform to fully decentralized learning ecosystem with liquid edtech markets. So we tokenize educator expertise and branding based on the time dimensions. So creating the scarce access and with the value increase based on the gravitation, the investor, they invest in the cost of agent ownership NFT, which can earn the perpetual dividends. And on this meantime, the creator, they can unlock the fund upfront. And the learning communities become the investment fund, which can invest in trading on the education assets. And also, we already proved in this work. We collaborate with our government partners to training for 2 million Vietnamese using AI. And we got 250,000 users in just only 3 months. And our blockchain feature also public on the Third Journal Conference publication. Not just that, we signed a contract together with Vietnamese Ministries of Education to training AI for the teacher and the student in the nationwide and target onboard more than 10 million users on our platform. So we use Vietnam as the target, the bootstrap market, and then steadily expand to see in Asia in the first 3 years and capture 1.5 trillion global asset market. Here's the business model. So we have multiple inflow revenue like subscription, LMS fees, and platform fees. But this is the key. We capture the value to create a token flywheel, like sharing the profit to the stakeholder, and also like burn the buyback token to create the network effect in our ecosystem. So this is the team. So we are the perfect combination between the education expertise with more than 15 years experience, the tech leadership with more than 20 years experience, and like the Web3 innovation with more than 10 years experience in the investment firm. So this is what we ask. 1 million for 12-month runways. So 40% for the product development, 30 for team expansion, and 30 for the global go-to-market. This will position us as the first mover on the DeFi education. We're not just only building the education platform, we are tokenizing the 1.5 trillion knowledge economy. And this will be the gateway to onboard the user from Web 2 to Web 3 through education. It's also, we believe that we can bring a lot of not just only user, but also value on EduChain. So thank you so much for listening to me. So if you guys have any question, can contact me on the email here.
Thank you so much, Riley. It is such a pleasure seeing everything that's happened over the last 12 weeks and then seeing it, come to life here now. Aware that for many it's been more than the 12 weeks, but I have at least been following for 12 weeks here for all of the projects. The last but definitely not least, we have Pencil Finance with us. The stage is yours. Best of luck.
Thank you so much. Let me share my screen. Can you see my screen okay?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Okay, hi everyone, this is Frank, co-founder of Pencil Finance. So Pencil Finance is the world's first RWA protocol for student loan market is a very huge market. It's a $3 trillion opportunity, and it's still growing. So as you can see in this graph, there are $3 trillion, more than $3 trillion of total market, and US alone has $1.7 trillion of student loan and is still growing. And on the other side of the world, students in emerging markets are paying the highest to learn the least. So you might not believe it, but interest rates in many frontier markets can have a crazy 20 to even 30%. So that's very unfriendly and very crazy for students. So why are the rates so high? The problem is that we think it's at the capital stack. So these student loan companies, they borrow not at a global market, but at their local finance market, which could give them a double-digit rate itself. And they pass that cost onto the students. So end up with a 20 to 30% interest rate on student side. And so how Pencil Finance is here to solve that problem. So first, with on-chain markets, we are gaining access liquidity to a global finance liquidity market instead of just local finance market. So more liquidity. And then with smart contracts automating repayments and everything will be transparent. And also we are able to build a on-chain credit system, which could be huge. And finally, with the DeFi on-chain yield and our native token, Pen token, these incentives reward will eventually lower the cost of borrowing on the student side eventually. So here's how Pencil Finance works. So basically we have a double tranche system where normal investors, retail investors, they will get a fixed 10% APY.
And they also get protected, their asset is protected by the junior tranche investors. But with higher risk, junior tranche investors can get up to like 20 to even 30% of interest rates. And this is the further definition of like the double tranche system and waterfall mode. For the time constraint, I will not go deeper into this. So if you're interested, I'd love to discuss more about it after this. And we don't have a token yet, but we are planning. And so this is the utility that we plan for the PAN token. And updates during the OCI. So we have already live, and you can just go to the pencilfinance.io, and we already have 1 million loan bundle deployed together with OCX and EduFi, which is a local like a student loan originator in Philippines and Indonesia. And we just received the first repayment a few days ago. Yeah, so everything is working. And also this is our ask. We're raising a 500K round, strategic round, at a valuation of $10 million. And our lead investor right now is Animoca Brands. So this is our team. I'm the co-founder and CEO, Frank, and also we have amazing lineup of advisors and mentors with Sue, Maya, Jonah, and Sean. And also Animoca is our strategic and founding partner with like who have injected like $10 million liquidity into Pencil Finance. And this is our roadmap. So we already like launched the V1, and the V1.1 is on the way. So we're gonna release it in a matter of weeks, and we're targeting a token launch in early Q1 next year. Yeah, thank you so much. Just right on time.
Yes, right on time here for the last pitch of the day. Wow, it has been pretty incredible to follow along with all of these projects, and cannot wait to see what is next. Even though this is now the mark of the graduation from the incubator, it is definitely not the last that you'll hear for all of these projects. So make sure that you follow them. We'll send out the materials as well from today, both the decks and everything. But really appreciate everyone joining in, listening in. Jake, as well, any last kind of thoughts here as we wrap up for today?
Yeah, I guess just a big thank you to everyone that's taken the time out to pitch and talk through your products. There is a lot of amazing stuff. And yeah, as someone that sat in on each of the cohorts of the incubator, it's amazing to see that we've actually still got some people who were here before mainnet still building with us and still iterating on their products, and then a bunch of you that have just joined us recently and have got really, really amazing products. I think there's a ton of growth and traction ahead for all of you, and I'm excited to see them get built. It's been really amazing the last couple of hours. I know 20 pitches is a lot, but I've enjoyed every single one. So I really appreciate everyone that spent some time here today.
Yes, definitely. Really appreciate you taking the time for listening in for all of these great projects here. Thank you to all the projects as well. We will connect with you after as well, do a bit of a tiny celebration for this major milestone for everyone. But thank you, thanks for joining in. That is a wrap for our cohort of the incubator for all of these projects building on EDU chain. Thank you, everyone. Super stoked to connect with you async online. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye. Thanks for hosting.
Bye, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.